Hello, my name is Chad and I'm a truckaholic, and kind of hear that's the first step to admitting you have a problem, which I absolutely do. Now, if you've been keeping up with this channel, you know that I've got a neighbor in the city just always breathing down my neck about my old truck sitting here in the driveway, and truly, I've really tried to play nice this year. I went through and sold a couple trucks, I really cleaned this place up, and I even went through and moved my short bed chassis out to the shop, so you can see I have this big vacancy here next to the house, which you know, I can't leave it for very long. So I talked to all the neighbors, and you know, the majority of them, they love seeing the trailer coming up the road with another shite box on it. And you know, since they're the majority, I'm gonna try to keep them happy. And I think I've got something that's gonna look really nice sitting here next to the house for the next 2 or 3 years. So let's go out and pick up our next complaint. Hope we don't get a little goose poop on our head here. That's a bunch. Alrighty, so before we can head out, I need to grab some supplies to get this truck home, which is like 4 wheels and tires, an impact, a jack, wood, straps, a battery, you know, pretty much everything to pick up in an inoperable vehicle, because you know I never buy anything that runs and drives, so I'll forget the important stuff. So let's get this loaded and get the heck out of here. Alrighty folks, we are all loaded up, but I'm actually heading down to my cousin Garrett's shop because I'm gonna need his help on this little adventure we're about to go on, and he volunteered to help me, but I may or may not have disclosed how hard this trip could be. We figured, hey, let's be overly prepared, so we're gonna take his 4-wheel drive Duramax and his trailer with the winch on it, just to be safe. Now, the way this deal worked out was, when I was young, I grew up in a small town. I was a city slicker, but I wanted to start driving as young as I possibly could, and the only way you could do that was on a farm permit, and I knew nothing about being a farmer. So of course I applied to work on my uncle and cousin's farm so I could get that farm permit at age 14 and start cruising manual legally, which I did. Now my cousin Sean, he hollered at me and said, "Hey man, you still farting with these old 67 to 72s? And I said, "Yeah, I am." And he's like, "Hey, I might have one you're interested in." So Sean's been storing one in one of his old barns on the farm, so he says, "Why don't you come down and take a peek at it, see if it's something you'd be interested in." So I think it was the next day I shot down there, and I really couldn't see it because it's in a barn full of cow poop and no electricity. But what I could see, I knew I wanted it. So I told him, "Hey, give me a month or two and I'll come back and snag it." That was 18 months ago, and I've yet to go get it. But I figured, hey, now we have that vacancy next to the house. Let's go get this truck and let the neighbors start enjoying it as well. So I'm gonna grab Garrett. We're gonna go down there and see how much fun we can have. Well, here we go. So I'm down at Garrett's house, and we got the truck pseudo loaded up. I'm trying to make sure we have everything that we need. And why do you enable me?
Well, I have a problem myself, so how can I don't know.
I think we just enable each other. That way we don't feel so bad about each other when we're doing stuff like this. It's just a good deal. When you find a good deal,
you have to do it. But guys, come here. Somebody tell this guy no at some point. I can't do it.
Who? What? Let's cut. No more.
Left.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Hey, we got lights. We're almost legal.
Almost.
Well, you and me together is not legal. Look at the flatlands of Kansas out here. People pay a lot of money to come hunt deer out here, and it kind of amazes me they do that. You can actually just drive your old pickup down a county road and probably hit 2 or 3 of them at nighttime, but it's pretty flat.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Just look at it, Chad.
Just look at that tree right in front of the door. Hey, there's a tree there. All right, the moment of truth, because it's been so long, I have no idea what this truck even looks like anymore, so. All right. Oh yeah, it's on the other side, isn't it?
Well, that's a pickle right there.
There she is. A 1968 Chevy C10 long bed step side. And of course, it's green, and I hear a cat.
There's a cat.
Sounds like a cat's dying in here, so.
Don't get into that right there. Those tanks might.
So we've got anhydrous and methane from tons
A lot of poo.
and tons of cow poo out here, so. It's pretty cool. Hey, it kind of looks like I remembered. I think there's an engine in the bed.
It looks like an 8-cylinder.
Looks like an 8-cylinder. We've got a, look at that. We got a turkey head in there. A radiator in the back, so. Ooh, look at all the old license plates. That's cool. Not too shabby. How are we gonna get this out of here? How did they get this in here?
Archaeological dig.
Oh yeah. Okay, Garrett,
Yeah.
quick question for you.
Yes.
It's 503 on the inside.
It is?
Yeah, but this is clean. But what I want to focus on is, what is this? That thing right there. I'm not used to a key. I don't know that I bought a truck in the last 3 years that has had a key.
It actually Holy moly, it does.
It's amazing. How does that happen? Holy crap.
I didn't even see that.
Look at this mud dauber nest. That thing is, that's huge. That's crazy. Are we still in your house?
Come on.
Are we taking your house, little kitty cat? She's a talkative little thing. Well, I say she. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl yet. You're a girl. Yeah. So Sean just messaged us, and he's stopping by the house and grabbing a skid steer, which is awesome, because for some reason when I was here a year and a half ago, I thought that opened, and yeah, it doesn't. So we got to go out the back of the barn through all the cow poop and around the building. So this'll help. What are you doing? I bet Mama wants me to take you home. You want to come home with us? Huh? Go girl. So this thing has been sitting out here for a long time. Just hiding. Waiting for us to come get it. And it's green. Another green one. So the good thing is we haven't had any rain for a little while, so just got to drag the truck out of the back of the barn, get it up onto the trailer, and back to the house. But it's pretty cool. Brings me back to my childhood working out here on the farm, so I think that's a pretty neat find. she goes.
Y'all got about 3 inches over here.
I got plenty of room over here.
Fired up.
She's a runner. Give me about 2 hours, she'll be on the road.
Yeah, literally.
If it falls off the trailer. Dude, having that skid steer and all the extra family and friends here is, this made us pretty easy work. Well, we got her out, so we're gonna pull the truck and trailer in the back here, make life easier. So see, we're picking up the truck and Sean's getting the bales ready too. So this is like a work day. All right, so I'm out here on the farm with Rex, and thanks for selling me the truck.
You bet.
Or, I don't know,
Whatever.
giving it to me, donating
Whatever
it.
works.
I mean, there's something about a little bit of payment and a little bit of cash out here. So
You bet.
tell me about this old 68 that you got here.
Oh, a farmer up north here about a mile passed away, and his son was pretty much cleaning out the barns and selling stuff, and we'd been up there and bought a swather and a few other small pieces of equipment, and was walking through the barns and just found this old pickup sitting in there and asked him if he wanted to sell it, and he did. So we got her drug out and brought her up, took her to a house I was living in down south down here, and then when we moved out of that place, I really didn't have a place to keep it inside, so I brought it up to pasture and put it in the shed. So that's where she's been ever since. It intended to do something with it, but never did. So.
And then Sean called me because he
Yep.
knows I'm a sucker. And I think he called. He's like, "You still interested in these old things?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why don't you come down and take a look at one?" I was like, "I'll take it." And I didn't even know what it looked like. And then when I found it and saw it was green, I was like, "Well, yep, I'm taking it. I'm definitely taking it now." So it just took me, 16 months later after I said I'd come get it, in like a month to actually come get it. So
It didn't go anywhere.
It didn't. And I thank all the guys for all the help out here today. Look at this crew of peeps we got out here. So yeah.
Everybody wave. You're on TV.
Yeah, mechanized means with the skid steer was way better than that. And going through all the cow patties out here is kind of fun. And Sean said I got to take this cat.
We got a new cat.
I don't know that I want to take her home with the dog.
Her name's Darlene.
Darlene, well, we'll get something done with this truck, and I'll keep you updated on it.
Sounds great, buddy.
Thanks again,
You
appreciate
bet.
it.
Take care.
Well, I tell you what, having all that help in that skid steer made things pretty dang easy. So it's good to see everybody too. It's been a long time. 31 years ago since I worked out here. It's crazy. Well, we're all loaded up and heading back to town. And what'd you think? That went way better than I thought.
We had a lot of help, and yeah, everything rolled, so that made it super easy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got to see Sean. It's been a long time since we got to visit with him. That was enjoyable. But thanks to all the guys that helped us out, especially to Rex. I got to meet the previous owner. I didn't know that was going to happen today, but she's loaded up, and we haven't lost anything other than a little bit of cow patties and rat poop, I think, so far. So we're doing good. We've got about 30-45 minutes, and this Butte's going to be sitting in the driveway. Well, look at that thing. Nobody even stole it. They don't want the headache, I don't think.
It'd be in a rude awakening with all that poo.
I don't know. I don't even think I showed them how much ginormous amounts of poo are in this thing. It's excessive. I don't even know how you do this. Check out, it's everywhere. Under the hood, in it. I'm a little nervous to take this home and see how many mice I bring into our garage. It's a lot. I still love it though. Well, we're almost back home, and I'm sure the neighbors are going to be super excited seeing this Butte coming down our street. Really,
They're gonna smell it, Chad.
yeah, they're going to smell this. I'm real excited to see what Andrea thinks of this one too.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
It's going to be real good. We'll see. Oh, home, sweet home. You know, this one's the same color as Forest, the dark green, so they'll look good sitting side by side. Yeah, buddy, this thing, it smells like the farm. I mean, legit. It's stinky.
It's like a cow just took a poop.
In the truck. I don't know how a cow got in there, but it's gross.
Shoe.
Yeah. We had one tire go down, so we did pretty good. So there you go. You put your two old flat wheels and tires underneath of it to stop you, and then you let her go and completely missed both of them, and had to use Garrett as an anchor and me sliding back behind it. So that was
Exciting.
That was definitely the way Garrett and I do stuff. So perfect.
Got it.
I can't wait to see the neighbors on this one. It was green, but you just can't see it.
It will be.
I can't imagine a complaint coming to it. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
It
that be?
does, it does.
Put the hood on it, nobody will know it doesn't run. Exactly. Just want to go out the back.
I can't.
Try to walk it out the back.
I can't. Hinges stick.
You want to bring it?
That.
Bring it. Just tell me what.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, good. Oh, good.
Is it gross? Looks gross.
Yeah.
How's it taste? That's more important. Oh man, look at this. Look at what kind of intake is that?
Didn't
Yeah, that's good.
believe us with the
That is a lot.
There's a lot of poop.
Look at all the poop. Yeah, buddy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The wife's home. Doesn't seem too super impressed yet. How are you girls? So don't worry, all the stuff in the driveway that looks like cow manure is cow manure.
Yeah, hold on.
Disgusting. I feel like we just moved a bunch of trucks out of here and now it's another
Mom, they made it ginormous.
So it's the same color as Forest.
It's rustier than I remember.
It's not really rusty, that's the poop. A lot of poop. There is a tremendous amount of rat poop and manure everywhere. But that all good? Spruce up the neighborhood? What do you think?
It looks like a truck. I don't know.
You're used to it
I'm
at
not
this
in
point.
it. I don't know.
It's bad.
I mean, it's more in one piece than your usual stuff you bring home.
That's true. And we got a spreader. That's free.
You got a lot of manure to put in the spreader.
Free.
This could be for you, Elsie. Look. It's a turkey. Spiders on it.
Jack, nope. Nope.
Poop in it.
Turkey.
I need to blow this, but I'm going to regret that immediately, I think.
It says something on it.
Watch your face, girl. Hey. What do you think of all this poop? It's cow poop, rat poop, whole bunch of poop.
It smells good.
Close your face. Oh. Not as bad. 384 9 8 6 5 2. That is trashed.
Yeah, we'll try some numbers.
852 952. Garrett's pulling out the pocket computer trying to figure out what a small box Chevrolet we got here.
It is though.
Might be an 852. 65 mile 283.
Ding, ding, ding. I think I said it was a 283.
Yeah.
That makes sense though for the era that it is. So it just looks,
Busted.
yeah, that's probably an 8. Yeah, it should be. I don't know. Probably just change the valve covers and head gaskets and run it. No?
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh dang, that looks good in the driveway. All right, back to Garrett's. Go get my truck. We have some helpers. You coming with us?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Thanks, dude. Appreciate the help today.
You're welcome.
Enabler.
Congratulations.
Enabler.
Neighborhood again.
Enabler. Yeah, I know. God. Well, I finally made it back home, and now it's getting dark. We let the kids play for a couple hours, so I'll give you guys a full walk around of this beauty in the morning. All right, so this old truck, it's actually pretty dang good for just being an old basic farm beater, but the grill's good. And the neat thing is with this one, here it's got an Argent front bumper and an Argent grill instead of being the off-white or ivory like most 68s were. But it started its life as an inline 6 with a 3 on the tree, no power steering, no power brakes, but for being an old farm truck, it really has pretty minimal rust. I didn't see any rust through up here on the front firewall or drip edge there. The fenders are pretty dang straight. The doors are good with next to no rust. Really like these little visors up here. That way you could smoke your cigarettes and not get wet. But I didn't see any rust in these doors. Cab corner is good. There is a little whiskey den or cut right there. But they ran into something here in the bed and sucked that in a little bit. But I think a little hydraulic press or a puller, I can get that cleaned up. But the interior is really good. I thought it was 503 on the outside, but it's actually medium green poly for the interior. But it's really complete. No roof line rust up there. The instrument cluster looks immaculate. Old choke, radio's still in there. Key, I love that it's got a key. Dash pad's okay, it's just got one crack, but look at the seat. No cuts, no rips in it. And it's original. But, you know, it needs a rocker. Other than that, the floors look really good. We've got some critters living in here at some point. I set a couple mouse traps and they were tripped, but didn't catch what was living in here, so that's all right. We'll set them again tonight. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to look at is what's the mileage on this old girl? It is 80,132, which I'd say is the original miles. Just look at the clutch and accelerator pedals. They're really not that worn, but truly this was an old farm truck, so it probably didn't make it too terribly far. And looking at the VIN, this was a 2-wheel drive, 6-cylinder, half-ton, and it was a cabin bed, 1968, built in Atlanta. So yeah, pretty cool. But again, just some old dents in here and there. Get that baby straightened back out. That'll be okay. Tailgate's got a little bit of rust in it, but that's at least 7-8 years of cows just pooping all over it, peeing on it, and then rubbing their butts through that gate all over it. But we got 2 more original wheels in here. The radiator, barbecue grates, my turkey, my spreader. Got the exhaust in here, both original ram horn manifolds. That 283, the 3 on the tree still there. We just got pretty much everything that was under the hood is in the bed, including the hood. Cab corners are good. Rocker's got a couple pinholes in it. The door's great. Look at this. Closes like it should. But no rust in this one either. Just a little bit in the rockers. Cab corners are absolutely packed with rats droppings, if that's what you want to call it, and everything else, but no spid. Somebody's peeled that baby off, but it's just really clean in here. And I've got 2 of the original 68 dog dishes, which are gonna be great. I've been trying to track a set down for wall hangers, and no, they're not for sale. I'm keeping them, putting them on the wall. All the mud dauber nests come with this too, but check out the bottom of this thing. I think that's what is so good about it. All the cab supports are still good. Just hardly any excessive rust back here. Trailing arms are good. Drive shaft was still there, which surprised me, but all in all, I think I got me a good find right here, and a little bit of a family heirloom I'm starting now too. There you go, folks. My 1968 Chevy C10 long bed, step side in dark green with medium green poly on the inside, and 4,000 pounds of feces either in or on the truck. I mean, this thing is gross. I mean, I tell you, yesterday it rained and misted most of the day, and it activated 17 years of different flavors of poo back here. It's bad. Not only do the neighbors now have to look at this thing, they also get to take in the aromas as they walk by. So I figured 2-3 more days and I'll have another complaint from the city. But big question is, what do we do with it? You know, should we keep it? Should we sell it? I can tell you we're not selling it. It does have a little family tie to it, and it just looks really cool sitting in the driveway, being this dark green step side, sitting next to Forest, being a dark green fleet side. We bought it right. We can do a lot of different things to it, but what do we do? You know, do we put a small block in it? Do we go back to the factory inline 6 with 3 on the tree? Type down in the comments below what you guys would like to see out of this thing. But first thing we got to do is go through and get kiddo a hazmat suit, a respirator, get some bug bombs, and start killing off all these spiders and all the little critters. And I definitely need to go through and get more mouse and rat traps, because there is some definitely active living going on in this truck as well. Well, big shout out to Sean and all the guys for helping us, taking a little time out of their morning hunt that day. They made our lives real easy getting this thing on the trailer, and it was kind of a blast from the past to get back out on the farm again. And big shout out to Rex for selling me the truck. You know, we're gonna make this something pretty dang cool. Well, if you guys haven't, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you tag along with us on this little journey. Kiddo's got a name pretty well ironed out, but I don't want to say what it is until I can confirm it with her. So, cool truck. Well, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching. Great, maybe now we can have goose poop on the truck too.